o'clock. It's day 85 on the penultimate series of Big Brother. And what's more, the Falcon has landed. It's Jenny Faulkner, everybody. Come on, love. What do you think of that, David?
It's bloody brilliant!
Damn right it is. Plus, we'll be coming back down to earth and heading straight to the library with best-selling author Jenny Colgan, everyone.
It was bloody brilliant, that.
Yes, it was. But first, let's see how the housemates reacted to this week's nominations. It's BBLB News 25.
It's been bloody brilliant!
BBLB News 25, 24-hour news and then some.
First up, I've got to tell you, if this is what music will be like in the future, you can keep it.
1, 2, 3, go.
Didn't really have time to write this song. Been living in the Big Brother house for 12 weeks. Been trying to teach him right from wrong. Bricks. It's almost over now. Almost over now. Woo! Yes.
Do we like? To say yes to anything this hot now into the big news after a week of arguments about nomination tactics at 6:57 p.m. last night. Biggie dished out some news that didn't quite tally with Siavash's plan.
The housemates nominated for eviction this week are Siavash and Marcus.
Marcus, my man.
Your schemes didn't work.
My scheme didn't work.
Yeah.
I'm up.
Yeah, but you didn't want to go up just 2 people.
Final.
Let the best man win.
The final. It doesn't matter what happens now, does it?
The final, yeah? You think you're in the final? Well, I can exclusively reveal there's going to be a surprise nomination on Sunday. And as a result, an eviction on Tuesday night, huh? Bang. Put that exclusive news in your pipes. Now, next up at 7:37, Charlie had his chance to shine like a star when taking part in his task to name the constellations in the solar system. Sounds easy, right?
When do I start? Aquarius, Pisces,
Give me a bit of type.
Taurus, faster. Whee! I kind of think. Whee!
Did he get 25? That's pretty good going. As housemates successfully completed all parts of their future task, they get a luxury shopping budget this week, everyone. Yeah. And finally, at 2:50 p.m. today, Siavash was given the option of recouping 10 grand of the lost prize money. The task to replace his entire wardrobe with one special outfit to be worn for the remainder of his days in the house.
She's not too bad.
That's good.
Yeah. I think that I look rather sexy.
I think he's got quite good legs. That's it for today's BBLB News 25, everybody.
BBLB News 25, 24-hour news and then some.
Now, last night we saw the housemates make a bid for freedom and escape to the camera runs, but if they'd wanted to do it with style, they should have got some tips from this fella. Oh, I smell a thinly veiled excuse to get an escapologist on the show. It's Roslyn Walker, everyone. How you doing? Roslyn, how long have you been doing this?
Doing escapes for the last 10 years now.
Really? How'd you become an escapologist?
Well, it all starts going to circus school.
Right.
I did some juggling, some trapeze,
Little bit
tightrope
of fire
walking,
eating,
a bit of fire eating, all that kind of jazz.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now you've worked your way up, you're an escapologist.
To getting out of things you
Now,
shouldn't be able to.
now, last night we saw them, they were in the house, that pretty half-hearted attempt to get out there. What makes a great escape?
Well, first of all, you need dedication and the belief that you can actually do it.
Record breakers, all of a sudden.
Yeah. Obviously, they didn't. They lacked it.
Yes, they
big
did.
time.
Would you care to show us a great escape?
I'll give it a go.
Would you like to see a great escape? Of course you would. Wow, they're very exciting.
Very exciting.
How do we start?
Okay, well, let's attach this one first of all to my forearm.
Okay, the forearm. Make sure I don't nip your skin there.
That's very good. And the same on the other side there.
Very good here.
That's it.
Yeah,
and that just comes down.
Yeah,
that's it. Watch the skin. There we go.
Very good.
And then we've got the same sort of thing on the wrists.
Fantastic. Not getting
fantastic.
out of these. They're very solid.
And that one there. If you want to just give them a quick tug to see that.
Right,
That's it. Very
just
good.
give them a quick yank.
Very nice.
Yeah,
very
nice.
Good.
And
we're going to get inside
we're going to get him in the sack.
Right.
Right. Right, okay.
There we go. And
Good. Don't try this as at home, guys. Roslyn's been doing it for years. He's a professional. Right, down you go,
There
Roslyn.
we go. Okay,
Good,
so
nice.
pull the string, the rope first.
Yeah.
Put it in nice and tight. That's it. Use those huge rippling muscles that you have there. Very good.
Right,
and
here
then
we go. Right, I
the
think
metal
I'm-
thing as well, and of course
Very
the padlock. Just locks the whole thing up nice and neat and tidy there.
Very good. Yeah.
And
then I'm
just
gonna
give
get
me a
the
shout
padlock. He's not
when
really gonna
we're
get out of that too
actually
quick.
actually done.
How long does it usually take to get out of this?
Not about 10 minutes.
10 minutes. We got
Yeah,
about 3, I think, maximum.
How many?
This thing doesn't...
You laugh now.
Right. Okay. Right, on you go on then. Get going. What's going? Maybe you could talk us through it. Go on. What's happening?
Okay, I'm trying to do the cuffs. What's that?
That's a microphone.
Oh, it's in my eye. Get it out of my eye.
Sorry, mate.
That's
They,
all right.
they can't hear you otherwise.
All right. And then they got the cuffs on the arms there.
Yeah.
And then trying to reach around now. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Sorry.
Well, what was that?
No, sorry. I just wanted to make sure you.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
We'll try that again later. Okay, so now.
Oh, there's a hand coming out. There's a hand coming out.
Okay, so we're trying to.
Looking for the padlock, searching for it. He's got it.
It's there.
He's drawing it back in.
Let's try and.
Huh? Isn't this amazing TV? Watching a
get
sack
this.
on a stage?
Oh, I know. It's like two rabbits trying to get out of a bag.
Right, come on then.
There we go. And there's the lock there.
Huh?
Oh, where's it gone?
Can you believe they've not recommissioned us? I can't believe this. What's wrong with them? Right, come on.
I'm trying to get out. Hang on a minute. What have you done here?
You haven't got long now, mate.
No, I know I haven't.
Oh, no.
There we go. It's
Oh,
okay.
yes, he can. Yes, he can. Roslyn ain't messing about, are you, mate? Well done, it was close. Now, tomorrow night we'll be letting one of the housemates out of the bag. Will it be Marcus or Siavash? Who goes? You know how it works. To evict Marcus, call 09016 16 16 09. To evict Siavash, call 09016 16 16 13. Calls cost 35p from a BT landline. Other networks may vary. Mobiles will cost considerably more. Details and terms at channel4.com/Big Brother. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. Now, my first guest has travelled the world interviewing the rich and famous in salubrious locations, so she'll feel completely at home here in Bournemouth's most glamorous car park. Please welcome the beautiful Jenny Faulkner, everybody. Hello, my love, you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Loving the leg.
Loving them, thank you very much. We've only got 7 housemates left.
I know, I can't believe all that time's flown by.
I know, what do you make of them?
Well, yeah, no, they're an interesting bunch, aren't they?
Yeah.
I've got to say. Let's see, who shall I talk about? Do you know Dave and Lisa?
Yeah.
Loved that challenge. Loved it. I loved the fact they went out. I loved the
Because
fact...
I was going to ask, there's been quite a lot of, it's been a big bone of contention, I guess, really. People saying, they've never let people out for 10 years. Why have they started to do it now? I have to say, I quite liked it. Did we like them going out there?
I suppose the thing is, you've got to find new challenges. You've got to find ways of making the show interesting. This is just totally unique, and they loved it. You couldn't have picked a better pair to send out, because I think at one stage Dave might have said, "This is the greatest day of my life."
Yeah. Dressed as
like,
an alien.
Oh, bless.
Going round on an open-top bus.
He'd never been round London before.
No,
oh,
I don't think he's
bless him.
really been anywhere, to be honest with
I
you.
know. It's quite exciting, isn't it? This guy from a little village in Yorkshire comes down to the bright lights of London dressed as an alien, goes round and gets Japanese tourists to take his photo outside St Paul's
Dressed as
Cathedral.
an alien. No, he's buzzing off that.
I know. And I thought they were great. And I actually thought Dave was really funny. They're cool little double
They are
acts,
a good
really,
little
aren't
double
they?
act. What about Marcus and Siavash? Because they're both up, obviously, and it's just the two of them. Who would you like to see the back off?
I mean, look at that. Siavash, just look at him. He's just such a... look,
like
that's
him?
just a classic look, isn't it? And Wolverine as well.
Yeah.
Do you know, I think that it's really difficult because, obviously, I think if it had gone to members of the public, they might not have put them up for eviction. So it's going to be the most difficult one because I think there's a lot of people that like
I like
these
both
guys.
of them.
Yeah.
Do we like these guys or not?
Yeah. No.
I don't know if that's a yes or a no.
You were all shouting Marcus to go a minute ago, weren't
I
you?
like Marcus.
So maybe that's the way it's going to work. Because maybe he's a little bit too arrogant, a little bit cocky. Maybe he has to go.
And now we just saw Roslyn doing that incredible escape there. There was a
Marvellous.
slightly less impressive escape going
Why
on
don't
in
you
the
just
house.
tie all the housemates up in bags like that and see if they can escape before the end of the show?
Now you're talking. Now maybe they will do that to get the
Brilliant.
prize money
That would be
back.
great.
Oh no, apparently we cut health and safety. We can't,
Oh, you can't do
that.
Their escape attempt was pretty week, wasn't it? They just, mind you, do you know what? In saying that, I was on a reality show for Sport Relief a few years ago, and
you broke out, didn't you?
We broke out, and we thought it was. I mean, we were in this house. We were only there for a week. It wasn't that long, but we were bored our heads. And one day we found the door and we went through it, and we just said hello to the cameraman, and it was so exciting. We got to see our room from the other side.
From the other side of a piece of glass.
It was
Can
amazing.
you imagine what that looks like?
So yeah, so I think it can't probably boost excitement. They're bored out their heads, obviously. There's not a lot to do. Big Brother wanted them to do something exciting, and well,
they
to
tried.
them,
They tried. Now,
did.
there's been people trying to break out the Big Brother house for a decade, guys. Should we have a little look at some of the best escapes? Yeah.
Sunday!
Oh my God, what are you doing?
Leo? Oh my God! Yes, no way.
Come out of here. Oh, wait. Get out of my way. You've got nothing to do with me.
Calm down.
I'm going.
Guys, Lisa's quit.
Lisa went out through the security door.
Lisa's gone, Mikey.
Minna's legend. I'll go out as well.
Where are you?
This is Big Brother. With all housemates return to the main house immediately.
You can't keep me down. I went outside.
Very quickly, who do you think made the most impressive exit there?
Well, I quite liked it when Kitten did it because I wanted her to go, so I was
Yes.
like, yay!
Yeah, I think everybody was happy when Kitten pulled up. Now, obviously, you have to get up early every morning for GMTV. You look wonderful when you're on there. However, some of the guys in the house saying the same can't be said of them. Have a little look at some of our early risers. This is...
bless her. She probably doesn't want anyone to see her looking like that,
Well,
does she?
she's on TV.
Thing is,
She's in a house full of cameras. It's inevitable.
Well, yeah, if she was to get up that hour earlier and just put some makeup, nip back into bed, then when she woke up,
That's the secret.
That's
We've got
the
oh, hello, oh, there. That
he
is
does look like Lou Ferrigno there, doesn't he?
I think if he gets up maybe 5-6 hours early, he might be able to sort that out very quickly. Who do you want to win, darling?
Do you know what? After the challenge, yes, I quite like Dave to win because he just made me laugh.
Really? Not a very popular choice.
He endeared himself to me when he did that.
All right, Jenny, well, listen, thank you very much, darling. Give her a big round of applause. Still to come. Tattoo, sci-fi and erotica. Has someone been looking under Marcus's bed again? We'll see you in 3.
No naked jacuzzi-ness.
Welcome back to BBLB. It's 6:16. It's day 85. I've got some breaking news for you. Marcus has been offered an opportunity to claim some prize money back for the rest of the house. Let's see what he did.
Marcus, Big Brother will add £10,000 to the prize fund if you allow one of your fellow housemates to cut off your ponytail. Big Brother is prepared to up the offer to £11,000. £12,000, Marcus?
Boring.
Will you cut off your ponytail in exchange for £15,000?
You can go and get...
Oh, now, there are plenty of ways you can learn more about the housemates, from Siavash's fashion to David's attempt at speech. But what does the housemates' choice of literature tell us? Here to explain all is Guardian columnist and author extraordinaire, Jenny Colgan, everybody. Hello, Jenny. Hello, my love. All right. Lovely to have you here. So, Siavash and Marcus up for eviction. Did the rest of them nominate correctly?
I can't. Am I missing something? Is David really amazing? Does everybody love him?
Not in here.
Why won't they put him up for eviction? He's so boring.
I think they maybe feel a little bit sorry for him.
Do you know, Siavash is the only person ever in the history of Big Brother that I have ever seen that I've wanted to hear talk more.
Really?
Yeah.
I was just about to ask you, could you be inspired to write about any of them?
I definitely think so. I definitely think Rodrigo is if you'd only heard Rodrigo and not seen him, you would think he was a horror, you know, because he has tantrums and he screams.
But he looks
and then
like
you
this
look
little cherub.
And that's like, oh, you see, look, how could his mother give him into trouble? So from a writer's point of view, he's interesting. And also, I quite liked a tactic we saw a couple of weeks ago of the idea of, you know, pointing out somebody's faults and then pretending that it's you that's very sad and needs a lot of attention. I think that as a character trait is an interesting one. So yeah.
So Rodrigo, you maybe
do you know
like
a lot of writers watch it?
Really?
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Right, okay,
and
they're drawing characters from.
If you're interested in human life, you watch it. So it's a job.
Now, obviously,
really.
it's your job to write fiction. We've come up with a little story of our own. It's kind of a fairy tale, actually. It's complete nonsense, but I wanted to see if you like it. Have a little look at this.
Once upon a time in a house in Elstree, there lived King Shri and Queen Noreen. They were madly in love.
Yeah, I do love him, I know I love him.
That's fair enough, isn't it?
You love him? Yeah.
Do you?
This could be the one.
They lived there with best mates Frederick and Christopher.
Chris is my real friend.
I don't think so, Shropshire lad.
Freddie, just do it once before bed.
He was really upset when Chris went. He was.
In the house, there also lived wise old Sophie who could answer any question. Mount Obama is in which country?
Antigua.
Which country was formerly known as Persia?
Iran.
Which country gained independence from the UK in 1919?
Afghanistan.
Nice.
Wow, that's all right.
Their servants David and Lisa were always fighting.
Public are watching and they know wrong from right and I know wrong from right.
How do you know I nominated you?
Well, the space values, that's their opinion. They're entitled to it.
I did, then. Now I've told you. That's it.
And they all didn't live happily ever after.
Absolute poppycock.
Imagine how different that could have been, eh?
Oh, I don't know. You shake them up. I mean, anyone can fall in love or fall out. I would have liked to have seen. I would kind of like to see Sivash and Noreen fall in love a little bit more, maybe. And also,
I think they might have though if old Isaac, Charisma didn't go in.
And also, in my head, I really kind of see Marcus as a dog in some kind of animated comedy. Or,
he's not that far off.
He lives in a kennel and he's got a tail on his head, and for kiddies, except with the swearing.
Now you've actually written a little story for us. Is that right?
Yes, I have.
We're going to read you a story. You all sitting comfortably, everybody?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll begin. Once upon a time, two aliens lived by a bus stop. They'd lived there for many, many, many years, but no bus ever came.
Let's keep smoking cigarettes, said Purple Alien. Maybe that makes the bus come.
You what? Said Pink Alien. But they smoked thousands of cigarettes and ping, a bus did appear.
Oh, where should we go in our big red bus, said Purple Alien.
Not bothered, said Pink Alien. Oh, I know. Let's go to London Town Centre.
But, said the Invisible Wizard, you may not talk to anyone while you are there.
Why not? Said Pink Alien. My bit, sorry.
Because we are completely incomprehensible, said Purple Alien.
What? Said Pink Alien.
First, they visited the great Houses of Parliament, full of people who sat in it and argued about things and got lots of money for not very much. This seems familiar, said Purple Alien.
You what? Said Pink Alien. He says you what a lot. And then they visited a great building with a bosom on top of it. He said, I like that, said the Purple Alien. I don't, said Pink Alien.
Then they came home all happy and excited. And do you know what they found? All the naughty baby aliens had escaped and lost them all their money. But they still all lived happily ever after, except for Charlie. The end.
The end. And what a beautiful story. Best-selling author, everybody. Now, housemates are banned from taking books into the house, right?
Yes.
What could their choice of reading matter tell us about them?
It was such a tragedy because way back they used to be able to take in 2 books, and if you were a writer, you swore that it would be yours because you would see it on screen for ages. And everyone could take in 2 books for 10 weeks, and they said to Helen, of Paul and Helen, on BB2, you can take in 2 books, and do you know which 2 books she took in?
Go on.
She took in 2 magazines.
No.
For 3 months.
The state of the nation. All right, listen, come over here. We're going to have a little look at the BBLB library. You stand there. We're going to find out exactly what this year's books were when they went in. We're going to start off with the Diary of Anne Frank. Now, girls, make sure you pick the right housemates, because if you get it wrong, one of you will be going in the sack, all right? First up, the Diary of Anne Frank. Who do we think? Jenny, number 1. Who do we think?
Let's go for Charlie.
You think Charlie? What do you think, Jenny, number 2?
Sivash.
I think this is... Sivash. Do you think it's Sivash or Charlie?
He's clever.
Should we have a little look? Bang, have some of that, Charlie, huh? Very good. Right, next up, we've got the book of tattoos. Whose is this?
Lisa!
Lisa. We both think Lisa.
It's got to be
Yes,
Lisa.
of course it is. It's Lisa. Very good. Then we've got erotic short stories. Who's reading a pervy book like this? Siavash, we think. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Right, what's the next one? He's just not that into you. Who could that possibly be? Rodrigo?
I'll say Rodrigo.
Rodrigo, what do you
I'm
think?
going to say Sophie.
Going to say Sophie. Shall we have a little look at it, Sophie? Right. And then we've got the Haunter of the Dark. Marcus, we think.
Say,
Let's have a little... Oh, you got it. Jenny Faulkner got that wrong. Put her down as a wrong.
Okay.
Then a housemate couldn't remember the last book they read. It's got to be David. And then we've got a dating manual. Who could it possibly be? It's only Rodrigo. Oh, Faulkner, you win. Colgan, you're going in. You're going in the air. Come on. In you go, babe. Right. In the sack. There we go.
Oh, I'm very unhappy.
Right, okay. Very good. She's still alive. It's not camera trickery. She is in there, guys. She hasn't gone down into a hole under the ground. You're all right? Come on then.
I'm very unhappy.
Come on then, Jenny. Try and get out. You've got to try and get out, mate.
Oh no! My kids are watching us.
Not possible. She's not an expert. Don't try this at home, kids. Don't try this at home. I'm afraid that's all we've got time for, guys. Big thank you to all my guests. Make sure you watch the main show tonight at 9 on 4. I'll be back here on E4 tomorrow at 6 when I'll be joined by Pop Princess, the Dolly Roxers, Lorraine from The Apprentice, and maybe Jenny as well if she doesn't get out. Take care.